welcome back everybody. Hopefully this finds everybody well on this freaking freezing Monday. So, something green happened on the farm. Let's close that up. And, y'all remember a couple weeks ago on the Facebook page, we had purchased a DJ. We had purchased the, we purchased the 70, or the S790. And, it kind of had to sit in the garage because the header was on back order, so we got news this morning that the header is in. Thanks for that info there, DJ. TMI, man. But the header's finally in, so we bought field 13 because we need oats. So let's get to this guy right here. Hey, Lunatic. And there's our header. No worries, DJ. Thanks for popping in, man. Rest easy. Hey, Nicholson Farm, what's up? We enlisted the Ruby, and we got the harvester up here, so we didn't have to drive it on the roads. Yes, that header trailer is new. I actually did this once already today, or yesterday. I was into it for 3 hours, and I did it, and the game crashed. Had to do it all over again. So it was 3 degrees for pretty much the whole freaking day here. It's managed to climb back up to 5 degrees. And it's 49 degrees in my house. Because we have decided to, the furnace decided to run out of heating oil. And it's freaking freezing. What was I doing? Ah, yes. Let's see here. Shut that off. My wife and I are curled up on the couch trying to keep each other warm. Kids are all wrapped up like little hot dogs. Turtles are almost in hibernation state. Yeah, DJ, I'm broke, man. Trust me, I know. I just don't have $250 for 100 gallons worth of heating oil at the moment. I can't even afford to get 5 gallons of diesel fuel just to get the furnace going. And that would even burn through the damn 5 gallons within about an hour and a half. Hey, Farmer Minn, what's up? I get my paycheck Wednesday night, and I don't cash it till Thursday morning. So, it is what it is, gotta just deal with it. Hopefully the temperatures don't fall anymore, because if it does, we're screwed. What's up, Hellreese? Welcome. It is what it is, DJ. We do what we can do on one income, and unfortunately sometimes it's just not enough. Nope, come on. There we go. Always DJ. Glad to hear you're all settled in there too. It's nice to know everything went easy for you. Hey Nicholson, thanks man. I wish I had a wood stove. I wouldn't be in the dilemma I'm in. Sucks because our hot water, our baseboard heat, all relies on the damn furnace. I'd give anything to have electric heat at this point. I don't care how freaking much it jacks up the electric rate. We got the oven going right now. We got a small space heater on the kitchen table. I ain't got nowhere safe to put one of those in this house there, Farmer Pierce. Well, so far so good. The only problem is it's still 49 degrees in the house. Oven's cranked up to 550 degrees. It's the highest it'll go. Temps are supposed to come up into the 20s tomorrow, so hopefully that'll take care of that issue. Let's see here. Need a trailer. Oh, just a little small space heater there, Farmer Pierce. I don't want to turn a fan on. That'll just make things worse. No, not that one. This one. I might try that. We do have a box fan. Set it up in the kitchen near the stove and have it blow on low around the house. Might help. We've got Cat's got it made. The bathroom's the only room in the house with an electric heater. That's cranked up all the way because the damn pipes for the cold and hot water froze in there. So we got the door closed and the heater cranked up. Trying to thaw those out. Didn't rupture the pipes, thank God, but the winds we had up here last night after the storm were a little redunculous. Kind of screwed us all over. On that note, I'll be right back, fellas. I'm gonna take a quick break. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Damn, it's cold. Wrapped up here again. Alright. Let's get this guy back to it. I got other work to do on the farm here. Down in our little corner. Everybody, hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully my mic didn't screw up while I was away. Get this guy out of the way here so I can pick up the straw and fill up the hay silo, I think. Oh, thank you, Farmitts, for confirming that. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Get this guy whipped around. Hey, rockin'. Well, not much is good, but I'm trying to make the best of it, man. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, Nicholson. Whoa! What the what? Nope, I forgot I gotta turn weeds off. Auto save. We don't want stinking weeds on. Hey, Tots. What's going on, man? Staying warm as best as I can. How about you, Tots? Hope you're, if you're working, I hope your shift's going good. Usually our Januaries are pretty mild here on the East Coast, Nicholson. This cold snap came out of the blue. What we got for snow, it snowed and then we got freezing rain on top of it. And that made it that much harder to clear stuff like the sidewalk and the vehicles. Betty is a frozen block of ice in the driveway. She's been put on comprehensive insurance till I figure out where the hell the title went and I can get rid of her. So, save myself a bit of money there. Insurance bill went from $375 for the renewal down to $175. So that was a saving grace there. I don't want any more messes. I've had enough of messes. Boys, it was all the boys could do. took all they had to get the sidewalks cleared. So by the time they were done lollygagging and actually got outside, it had already set up and frozen. Which, such is the life of a teenager. He's doing alright, Tots. He's in bed. It was a quick one. Not something I was expecting to hear about at work at, 9 o'clock at night. You're lucky there, Rockin'. I'd give anything to be on Mission Beach right now. 84 degrees. I'll take that any day of the week. Of course, up here, over here in New England, you just gotta wait a day or two, and the weather, Mother Nature will go, oh, wait a minute. That's too cold. Let's give you guys, like, 90-degree weather. We'll send you some, man. If I can get rid of this, I'll freaking airmail it to you. We'll trade. I have no idea, Rockin'. I didn't know it was. Should be under games. That's weird. It should be under gaming. I don't know why it would say it's under entertainment. Hey, Reaper, what's going on, man? Welcome. Forgive my driving because I'm trying to read the chat on my phone because, again, the damn chat stream's not working on the TV. Oh, what's up with that? Nope, missed my turn. Nope. Oopsie. I'm pretty good at multitasking when it comes to reading text and driving. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the chat streams, man. Just for some reason, out of the blue, it stopped where it was hit and miss for a little bit, and then it just up and stopped. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's driving me a little nuts. It makes it so much easier when I can talk to you guys while you're in the chat stream on the PlayStation than it is to look at the phone every few seconds when I see it light up. Manually save that. Literally got all this done this morning, and or yesterday morning. The whole field was done, and I went to. I was in the middle of working with the horses, and the game just up and crashed on me. To get this guy moved over to the next field. We own all the fields across the bottom of the map, and we bought 13 because it had oats on it for the horses. So. Oop, pay attention. Get that guy going on that. Get this guy out there to field, what, 23, I think it is. Nope, off-road. This guy's set up and ready. And we're gonna use Mama Tiny's purple Veltra here to sell it. Don't tell her. There goes my mic. Alright, so that's all set. Yeah, you can get a pretty massive field over that just by cutting down all the trees. Tie everything together. Yeah, it means cultivator's done on field 23. Cool. He's still plowing away. Pull off to the side here. Go get this guy folded up and moved. Look at that. Get some fertilizer down. Didn't think the T6 or the, what is this, the T7? T6? T5? Nope, that's T6. Didn't think, oh, there I go running into stuff. Didn't think the T6 had enough power to run this Amazon cultivator, but seems to be doing alright. I'm impressed. It's kind of overly big for the tractor, but woohoo! Alrighty. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put this guy here. So I have a theory. I want to see if it'll work on this one as well as 17. I didn't do it on this field, but we're gonna check and see if it'll work. Put down, get it plowed, put down some fertilizer, cultivate it, fertilize it again, and then the sower should be the final stage of fertilization for the field, and we'll see what happens. Get out of the way here, we'll get this guy fired up. See, make sure this guy goes all the way to the end. And he's able to turn around and navigate, so I think I can leave these guys alone. Go get this in the hayloft. Actually, I think the horses need some bedding, so we'll put some down. Okay, there. Those guys are good. I gotta see if I have any hay left. I don't know. Has anybody been having issues with the Palomino uh, gaining any percentage? So if I go here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We have 4 horses. I bought 2 more. So Vanilla here shows 100% on his daily training and whatnot, but these guys are showing a percentage, and we bought these 2 on the bottom here after we bought Kramer and Vanilla, and these guys are already up there, and I've ridden Vanilla multiple times, and just for some reason his percentage won't go up. Can't seem to quite figure that out. Could be there, Reaper. I don't know, man. It's definitely weird. Okay, he's still going good. Yeah, the chickens I haven't had any, haven't had too many issues with. You got those Jockey Inc. racing chickens. Got a couple of roosters and quite a few hens. They seem to be doing all right. Oh, wait a second. I missed my turn. I gotta go sell this. Come on. Turn around, damn it. There we go. So did I miss my turn? Yeah, I think I missed my turn. So at least the hayloft is full now. Let's see here. We have 4 whites, 4 browns, 4 blacks, and 2 roosters. They seem to be doing quite well. They're definitely laying eggs. I haven't sold any yet. I have to get a Mahindra for egg delivery, or I could use a little 78 pickup, take them over to the sell point, get rid of them. So far, so good. Might even invest in some more. We're having such good luck with them. No, we don't sell our chickens to KFC. That's a good one, Toaster. So I decided to take everybody's advice. We have shut off weeds. I'm not dealing with that crap anymore. There's just too much of a hassle. You know, I just like everybody else. I like the idea. I like the concept, but they're just out of control. Look good on paper, they're giants, but I think you missed the bullseye on the execution. I gave up on it, Reaper. I was trying to do my best on keeping up with it. It's just, it's one more step that if they didn't grow so damn fast, it'd be nice. But not so much. Give the man an A who thought of it an A for effort and a pat on the back. That's the best I can suggest. Alright, so we got another full load in the harvester, so we will go take care of that. I mean, they did an awesome job on the new graphics engine for the, for, you know, like the trees and whatnot. But overall, I mean, we all know the problems. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. It's been explained, it's been talked about. I do like having this back though. Camera collision, missed that. Now you get to see all the inner workings. Look at that, look at that. I mean, for the most part, kind of. Pretty cool. Man, I grabbed me a hot cup of coffee on the way out of work tonight, and I'll be dipped if I didn't get home in 10 minutes after sitting down. It's ice cold. I'm not drinking the rest of it. Ugh. I like my coffee, and the only reason I got it is I grabbed it is because it's so damn cold out. The Jeep, the last owner of our Jeep decided that running a colder thermostat in it was a good idea. Well, on a fuel-injected vehicle, that's a bad idea. You're gonna literally let it sit and idle for half an hour, 45 minutes, and the temp gauge will climb up to where it's supposed to sit at 210. And you get on the highway and you get up to speed, and you can watch that temp gauge drop about 30 degrees. And you got a breezy ride home. Where is my... I probably passed it 3 times already. There it is. Plus it screws with the computer, being the fact that it's an interceptor. It's got California and federal emissions on it. So it definitely won't go in a closed loop with a colder thermostat. So it suffers on mileage, along with the evap leak it's got. I figured out the mileage when I first started working where I am now, and I'm getting like 6 miles to the gallon with the frickin' thing. Hey Cows, what's up, man? nice. Full trailer. Oh. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Thanks for joining. Wish there was another sell point for hay or straw closer to this side of the map. Now I gotta drive all the way back down by the farm. This would be tedious sometimes, but not that I need the money, but it's nice to have it coming in. Oop, oop, oop. Collision. That'd be nice. You know, like the slurry and manure trading system on 17, that'd be kind of nice. I made a mountain farm. I was toying around on Estancia Pacho, and I tried to make a mountain. I did cheap money in like 4 times. Okay, he's still going good. Dude, I wish if that weren't the case, I wouldn't be freezing my balls off right now. I legit have the wife stretched out over me. She's under 4 blankets. I'm under 2. I can kind of feel my toes at the moment. Kids are wrapped up like little burritos. Oh, where the hell am I going? Keep missing my turn to the barn. Turn around here. Yeah, I wish I had a wood stove cows. That frickin' thing would be roaring if I did right now. Definitely gonna look into a supplemental heater here come payday. I got a message into a buddy, see if he can't help me out with some oil. Well, having an oil furnace ain't bad. It's the cost of the shit that sucks. $250 for 100 gallons of home heating oil. Who's getting screwed? Oil, and that's the crappy part is diesel fuel and home heating oil is what's left after making gasoline. And in theory, it should be cheaper. Yet it's twice the cost. Where a drum of oil is what, $55 a drum for 55 gallons of crude oil. Yeah. house ain't plumbed for gas. Because we live in the city, we do have a gas valve from the natural gas company, but furnace isn't plumbed for it, so. And usually the cold snap doesn't set in until later in February, and by then, I usually have at least 100 gallons in the damn oil tank. Things have been so tight here lately, it's doing what I can to get by. Kids have a 2-hour delay for school tomorrow because it's so freaking cold. They're still cleaning up the mess in the parking lots, and you know, I'm sure there's breakdowns and whatnot. Because the 6 inches of snow isn't the problem. It's the temps drop so damn quick, everything's breaking. Who's got false teeth? I don't have any teeth. All my teeth are busted to hell. Lack of care. That'll get to you. That and I don't like dentists, but whatever. Auto-save this so I don't lose anything. Should be getting fairly close to finishing up field 13 here. Might consider altering field 13 a little bit. We'll put the cows up here on the top of the mountain. You'll see. Oh, he stopped. I gotta restart the worker there. That right, Farmer Pierce, no worries, man. Go chase that down, get him emptied out. We'll go for 2 hours here, I think, this morning. If I have the ambition when I'm done, I might fire off on 17. Maybe. Depends on how warmed up I am. I'm all situated now on the couch. I don't plan on moving until I have to get up in the morning. I'm off tomorrow, so that's nice. Okay. Oh, come on. not supposed to do that. I only ended up with Tuesday. Usually I'm off Sundays and Mondays, but little guy's got a chorus concert tonight, so I worked Monday, which worked out for everybody at work because the first shift Monday guy ended up calling out. He's got whatever's been going around. I hear you, Toaster. I hear you there, man. So my coworker that usually works with me on second shift covered the first shift because the other first shift guy was off, and he told the boss to go screw himself when he called him to come into work. And so I got to work alone. I felt bad for the techs tonight, man. One guy come in at 12-ish, and he was outside in 9-degree weather for 3 hours. Jump starting trucks, getting stuff started and idling, and changing batteries. Alright, those guys are doing that. We can get started on doing this again. Yeah. We've all played hooky once in a while there, Cows. Sometimes you just don't feel it. I hear you there 100%. It's kind of nice though. I mean, I have today off, so it'll break up the week a little bit for me. Give me one more day closer to payday. Hopefully, we can figure something out to get some heat back in this house today. So far, so good. None of the oven is warding off the baseboard heaters from lines from freezing. We just have to worry about the bathroom now. I have a heat gun somewhere in this house, but my oldest, being my oldest, moved it, and he doesn't remember where he put it. So, gonna have to go on a Easter egg hunt for that. I wonder if you can. Does anybody know if you can sell this to the animal dealership? That's like the title for Betty. I know I put Betty's title on our computer desk where I build my models and stuff. It's gone. I don't know where it went. Yeah, no worries, Reaper. I don't think I can sell this here. Nope, no trigger. What about over here? If anybody's wondering where the animal dealer is, it's right there. On Ravenport. It took me forever to figure it out. Yeah, I hear that there, Reaper. The oldest will argue with us. I'm up, I'm up. He's gonna be off today due to his seizure last night. So he gets to spend a day with Mom and Dad. Yeah, all good, Reaper. It was a quick one. It wasn't a full-blown one this time. Only lasted about a minute or so. He was usually where he goes right to sleep during a grand mal. I guess he was up within 30 minutes. Where on a full-blown seizure, he'll sleep for 13 hours right after. Hey, Carl Wallace, and there's a tree. What's up, Carl? How's it going? Good to hear, man. Nope, that's past. Had to take a right back there, so let's turn around. Cows! What the hell, man? Cut it out. Hey, man, it takes a professional there, Carl. I try my best. uh, Anybody notice that wrecked car? That's cool. Looks like an old, what does that look like? That looks like looks like a Mercedes-Benz station wagon. That's right where it belongs. My brother had a Mercedes station wagon that looked like that. Ended up getting stripped in Ma's lower driveway because it was a piece of crap. Okay, that escalated quickly. Easy, easy. Gotta remember all the youngins are waking up, so I'm sure they don't want to hear any of it. Well, at least you said udders and nothing else. Alright, let's see if I can get back up there without hitting anything. This is where I get to use my famous line. Now I'm gonna end it. Oh, what am I doing here? Wrong turn. Way wrong turn. Oh, there goes all the safety cones. I was doing such a good job on not hitting those. Ah! Yeah. Just go blow your horn at somebody else. Ain't that the truth, Reaper? Keep it within limits, Cows. That's all I ask, man. There are kids that watch this. Including mine. Looks like the worker finished up. So we'll get this this wagon loaded, and then we'll start breaking the equipment down and getting it emptied. I'm doing good, Carl. A little cold. Furnace is out of heating oil, so we're kind of camping out in a living room. Kids are wrapped up like burritos in their bed, staying warm. But we're making the best of it. I keep having to mute my mic because the wife is snoring next to me. But, I'm doing alright, man. Yeah, no, I know, Cows. I'm watching I'm trying to keep up on the phone as best as I can. It's not working out very well. I have the phone next to me, and I gotta look left to look at the phone, and then back right to look at the TV. I know. I don't know what's going on with it either. I don't know if I accidentally changed something the last time I was on my YouTube homepage, or I don't think I did. The only thing I was in there the last time for was to smurf the last few people I wanted to smurf, and ever since it's been not working. So I don't know what's going on. I bust stones just as much as the next guy. Don't mean nothing by it. It's all in good fun in my book. Alright, we're gonna have to get this down to the, down to the farm. I'm gonna have to come back and finish unloading it. That sucks, because I was hoping I could just get it all in one shot. Guess not. So now we have a massive supply of oats for the horses. We can stop planting oats in the main farm. Well, I think I have some oats already sown, but I don't know, how much or how many fields I sowed. So. Yeah, I know. They've been, they're trying to screw everybody over there in Europe, with that Article 13 crap. But, I hope it doesn't go through. I know that, I know they had a big win with shooting it down, here just the other day, but oh wow. Let's see here. There we go. Finally remembered the triggers to switch the doors. That poor doorbell. You got it, Carl. We'll still be here. We'll be here for another 30 minutes or so. I'm almost warmed up. I still can't feel my toes. I know they're there. The rest of me's pretty much warmed up. I'm playing, working my controller underneath my quilt, so my hands are at least toasty. Ah, made it. No, didn't make it. Hey man, I might drive like crap on a video game, but you put me behind the wheel of something with power, and you'll leave fingernail marks in the dashboard. Yeah, Reaper, there were only two that would trust me with the way I used to drive. I used to suffer, I still do, suffer from anxiety attacks. Not as much anymore, but the when they would trigger, I would do stupid shit. Quote unquote. And Betty would be the recipient of that abuse. Oh, word of advice there, Carl. Don't ever let it get to you when you're behind the wheel when you start driving. Betty might be an F-150, but Betty almost grosses 3/4 of a ton pickup. She's a mutt. Uh, Betty had a heavy gross vehicle weight, and or has a heavy gross vehicle weight. Ford was funny like that with those generation trucks. The They had a 7-lug F-250 from 98 to 99 or 2000, and it was called they classified it as a light-duty F-250. My father-in-law has one, it's a 98, but they kept the Super Duties as well in 98, so it had the old body style, and he couldn't stand that thing. And it's a good truck, don't get me wrong, but the 7 lugs made it harder to find rims when they started to rot out, which is exactly what happened to him. And he just so happened to find a set of aluminum mags in a junkyard that were 7 lug off of another F-250. So he made out that way. Alright, let's see here. I'll take this back to the farm. I don't know, Carl. My poor Betty cost me $250, and I got 6 years out of her. She didn't owe me a penny, and I didn't have to put a lot of money into her. She's been all over the mid to upper East Coast. I got her with 343,000 miles on it, and she now is going to be leaving with 397,000 miles on her. And all on the original motor. Transmission was on its second rebuild when I got it. Oh, I don't miss that Reaper. Power steering by Armstrong. And my first car was like that. 1985 Toyota Tercel hatchback, no power steering. I don't care who makes it. I don't care if it's a Dodge, a Ford, or Chevy. I don't care if it's Toyota, Honda. When they're broken, they all suck. And they all got their problems. I was having issues with the vacuum cleaner, so I put a Honda sticker on it so it would suck more. I love that joke. Alright, we're gonna park that right there for now. That was weird. Did y'all see that? The thing was moving. I guess we'll get the green truck off the field next. My first full-size pickup was a 94 F-150, 6-cylinder, 5-speed manual training, and I managed to blow up the manual transmission. Apparently I'm the only one who knows how to do that. I lost 3rd and 4th gear all in one shot. I hit the dashboard so hard I thought it busted my damn knuckles. Almost broke my radio. Was going home on lunch from the parts store one day, and it's a 300 inline 6. They're not powerhouses, they're torque monsters, but I went to catch 3rd gear from 2nd, and I hit, I went to catch 3rd, and it went past the shift fork retainer or detent, and that was it. Took me a good 30 seconds to find 2nd gear again, and I had to drive the damn thing home in 2nd gear. I had 1st, 2nd, 5th, and reverse. And 5th gear in those trucks was absolutely useless. We took the shifter plate off the top of the transmission, my father-in-law and I, and the plugs for the detent levers, one of the plugs in the case had blown right out the back side of it. Couldn't figure out what broke. We drained the transmission when I dropped it. We drained it first, and there were nothing but chunks of teeth off the gears that came out of the transmission. Apparently those Mazda full-size transmissions don't like being power shifted without the clutch. Plastic synchronizers are not a good thing either, so, you know, it wasn't all my fault. It was Ford and Mazda trying to keep the transmissions quiet instead of using real stuff in there, like bronze synchronizers, which those don't, they make noise, but when you go to power shift without the clutch, you're not going to miss the gear. Too many people complain about the noise, so they're like, oh, well, we can use plastic and it'll be quieter. And we'll cut our costs. Yeah, that was a genius idea. missus is cutting Z's next to me like no tomorrow. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear this. Why is that, Reaper? Oh, that's a dad joke and a half right there, man. I do that to my kids. That's a knee slapper, man. Yuck. That's cute. Oh God, no. Just like her father. You could hear that man at the end of his 30-foot long house through closed doors, and he'd insist you were hearing things. She's just as bad. But that's what makes living with her so much more exciting. Of course, now if she sees this, she's gonna beat the crap out of me, so. Hopefully, today her and I will be streaming on this map, so, we just gotta get some stuff taken care of in the morning, and, hopefully we'll be on at some point. Okay, let's get this guy going. She gets her jabs in just as well as I do, Carl. Trust me. Oh no, what's wrong with an inline-6 cows? Between Ford and Chevy and Chrysler, they all had decent inline-6s till they decided it was uneconomical. 225 Super 6 and an old Plymouth Volare. My brother had one of those. It was he didn't have a Super 6. He had the standard, you know, single barrel slant 6. And he wanted to get better fuel mileage, so we rebuilt the carburetor one day at work in Omaha. And we had to take it up 275 through Fremont and West Point. And we got passed by an old Stingray Corvette on the way home. And the guy wasn't going too fast. But we got out in the middle of nowhere on Highway 275. And my brother looked at me and goes, "Watch this." I didn't know those old slant 6s could put out that much power to get something going that fast. We blew past that guy, and this old Volare, it still had the factory hydraulic oil-filled shocks that were absolutely useless. We passed that guy doing a $120, and I kid you not, his jaw was hanging as he watched us drive by him out the driver's window. He was so struck in awe at that piece of crap was able to do that. He didn't even try to catch up. And my brother and I were holding on for dear life the whole ride. We finally got home. I'm like, "You're not gonna do that ever again, are you?" He goes, "Nope, I think I gotta go check my shorts." death of the inline six motors was probably the worst thing the automotive manufacturers could have come up with for an idea. They were reliable. I've only ever heard of two slant six engines getting blown up, and that was strictly due to neglect. The guy that actually bought my brother's Volare, his daughter had the same year. They had restored it for the daughter, and she ran it out of oil. You know, she'd had it 4 or 5 years, and the gaskets had started leaking and stuff, and she just didn't keep an eye on the oil level. She ran it dry, put her rod right to the block. And that was the second one I'd ever heard of being blown up. The first one of the guys that worked with my father at the Toyota dealership rebuilt one for a buddy of his. Same thing, ran it dry, launched a rod, found a good used one, rebuilt it. Well, I got global cooling going on in my house right now, man. And 49 degrees on the thermostat. It's freaking cold in here. You know, I remember growing up as a kid that the summers were nowhere near as humid as they are now, nor were the winters as cold as they are now. And it is what it is. That happens to the age of the earth. It's not anything to do. Nothing to do with anything else, but it's just freaking cold, man. I ain't standing in no corner. All my corners are filled up. I think I might have already fertilized this field, but oh well. That's our next project. What did I miss? I'd rather have that right now there, Carl. I'll take sweating and taking clothes off and compared to covering up with as many blankets as I'm under. Alright, Reaper, you got it, man. I'll probably be done by the time you get back, just a heads up. Gonna go for another 8.5 minutes or so here. Or call it quits. I'm gonna try to warm up a little bit, my feet are frozen. So, park this guy over here out of the way. I think that guy got stuck up there. I'm gonna have to put in a headland. Get this guy. Nope, where's the other one? Let's get this back down to the farm. Yeah. There's some dude out there. I was on YouTube searching XJ Cherokee YouTube channels, and some crazy nut put a freaking supercharger on an inline six force, the 4 liter. And but one of my old customers is actually building up a Wrangler. He's putting a turbocharger on his straight six. And I questioned him on it. I'm like, dude, you're gonna turbocharge that? He's like, yeah. Why? I'm like, isn't the turbos a little bit much for an inline six, being the fact they're known for torque and not horsepower? Is nope. Stock internals will will handle up to 7 psi on a turbo, and it increases the lower end torque, I guess, by about 50%. I'm just gonna finish up on here, Farmer Pierce. I think I might do another stream. I'm not tired because I've had 3 freaking cups of coffee. But I'm gonna kill this stream and maybe start something up on 17. So far, so good. I haven't lost anything here. I should probably save it though. No, the video I'm talking about, Cows. This guy had literally built his own custom intake and bolted a screw type supercharger to the intake manifold. It was a wild setup. You just YouTube it. It'll come up. I don't know why you would want a supercharged 4 liter inline six. Nah, you can't switch from 19 to 17. You can only switch maps on the same game. I've tried that. It cuts off the stream if you switch games completely. Let's jump through all this stuff and no, he's still going good. Nice FP, chopping up some trees. Yeah, no, I've tried that, Cows, and it actually cuts the feed to the stream. I'll try it, but I don't know if it'll work. The last time I attempted it, it shut off. It cut the stream. We'll try it and see what happens. If you guys lose me, you know what happened. I'm hiring out the help. Alright, and I think this is the last bit of equipment up here, so finish picking up all the straw. I might turn off periodic plowing, but I usually don't do that on this. So. Yeah, so we'll find out. I'm pretty sure the last time I tried it, cut off the stream, so see what happens. Ah, you are a cultivator slash plower. I gotcha. Yeah, that's the only downfall there, Totster. You can't change the title. And on that note, I think I will. But that's the 2-hour marks here on Ravenport, folks. So we're gonna call it an end on this one, and we'll meet back up here in just a few minutes after I get situated. Play nice, boys. Gentlemen. So, on that note, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thumbs up always helps. If you want to share the video, please be my guest. Have at it. Any comments, questions, and or suggestions are more than welcome in the comments section below. And we will catch you all on the flip side. Much love, y'all. We'll see you in a bit.